Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with a search for a new right back, as Barcelona are shockingly interested in this Lille right back by name Hamari Traore. Of course, this comes at a time when Barca are desperately looking for a natural right back, given as Xavi does not count on Sergio Dest. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this other report claiming that Barcelona hope to sell 3 players before the summer window closes. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. After weeks of uncertainty, it appears FC Barcelona have registered Jules Koundé, who was their last summer signing after joining from Sevilla on a permanent deal. His registration could serve as a pivotal moment in Barca's transfer activity this summer, allowing the club to pursue other deals. One of Xavi's main priorities in these final few days of the transfer market is to sign at least one fullback on either side. While the left-back area appears to be a priority, the club are keen on signing a right-back as well, as Xavi is unhappy with Sergio Dest. The American international has simply failed to live up to the potential, with Barcelona open to offloading him if the club can get their hands on a viable replacement. However, Barca have already missed out on their primary target, Cesar Azpilicueta, while the pursuit of Joan Foyt has gotten complicated as well, effectively leaving the club without any viable options in the transfer market. That said, the Catalans have not yet given up on targeting a shock move for Hamari Traore, according to French sources L'Equipe. The French news outlet suggests Barcelona have identified the Rennes captain as an ideal last-minute option in the right-back position. They are aware of the defender's vast experience at the highest level of football, having featured on almost 200 Ligue 1 matches last time out, and rate him highly due to his leadership qualities. Traore's balanced gameplay out wide could, make him a reliable option in the right back position next season. But what makes him an even more appealing target for Barca is the fact that the defender's contract at Rennes expires at the end of the season. It effectively means Rennes must offload Traore in the summer if they are to yield any revenue, so there is room for Barcelona to sign him on a cut price deal. Rennes ideally should not object to that transfer, although a lot could depend on how readily they are willing to offload their captain, especially in the final week of the transfer window. With the way Barcelona are going about with the search for a new right back, I very much doubt if they will succeed in getting one. It's not my wish. We wish we get a new right back. Of course, we know Sergio Dest is not a player that Xavi counts, so it is just imperative for Barcelona to get a good right back. We can't go ahead this season putting Ronald Araujo at right back or putting Koundé at right back. It makes no sense at all. That's just destroying their careers. And when we consider that they are young defenders, Xavi should not even do that again. Like when we saw what he did to Ronald Araujo in the first day against Rayo Vallecano, that was total shambolic. So that is not what we want Xavi to do again. So getting a new right back is very, very necessary, very important at the moment. And it has been reported that Barcelona are strongly considering also this guy from Ligue 1 in Rennes, Traore, to be their new right back. Of course, we know there are really it's a short list of about 5 players in contention to be the new right back at FC Barcelona, but Barcelona have not made any decision. Joan Foyt have been the most talked about from Villarreal, but it seems as though they will not even get him because the price tag as well is too high. So Barcelona are looking for cheaper alternatives. But we're talking about Thomas Meunier of Dortmund, Hector Bellerin of Arsenal, and now talking about this guy. So this one came as a shock because nobody saw this coming. He might be a good player there, but some people think Hamari Traore is not really the level of FC Barcelona. But all this shows how desperate Barca are when it comes to signing at least a new right back before the transfer window comes to a close. So it will be interesting to see how everything ends out. If Barca will succeed in getting this guy, They are saying that his contract expires next year, so Ren will be so tempted to sell him at the moment, because if they don't sell him next year, he will leave as a free agent. So let's see what Barca decides at the end of the day. But most of us as Barca fans, I think our top choice, the first choice was the guy from Villarreal, but it seems as though that will be impossible for Barca to get right now. So let's see. We just have 4 or 5 days left for this transfer window to come to a close, and I don't know. I can't say who will be the new right back at FC Barcelona. It's just confusing right now. But we need it rather than using our centre backs as right backs in some games, right? So let's see how things will look like. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have finally been given the green light to register Jules Koundé by La Liga without them having to sell any more players. The loan exit of Samuel Umtiti and Pablo Torre being on the second team wage built it enough for Koundé to be registered without Barca having to sanction exit. Despite that, Catalonia Radio is reporting that Barcelona are still hoping to sell 3 players before the summer transfer window comes to an end in a few days' time. As per the update, the Catalan Giants are still looking to offload Aubameyang, Memphis Depay, and one more player apart from the attacking duo. The reasoning behind that could be the club's pursuit of 2 new defenders, as they are looking to bring in a new player at right back and also left back. Aubameyang could be primed for a return to the Premier League, as both Chelsea and Manchester United are showing strong interest in him. As for Depay, a move to Juve was on the horizon before the Italians decided to end their interest and signed a different player. However, he is attracting interest from Manchester United as well, while Real Sociedad are considering a loan swap for the 28-year-old. Apart from the duo, Sergio Dest could be one player who Barca could look to sell, as he does not feature in manager Xavi's plans, with the club keen on signing a new right back. Martin Braithwaite is also on the verge of leaving the club, with the Catalan Giants close to agreeing a deal to terminate his contract by handing him a €2.5 million payout. With Frankie de Jong also open to reducing his wages now, it could create enough space on the wage bill for Barcelona to register the 2 fullbacks that they plan on signing. So whether it leaves enough room for them to push for Bernardo Silva's transfer as well remains to be seen. So far so good, if you ask me, when it comes to departures. At first, it was like Barca will really suffer when it comes to selling some players. But I think so far, Barca have done a great job in departures. Umtiti have gone, and Braithwaite is closing into a departure as well. So I think Barcelona have sold the most out of favor players last season. All of them are gone. Neto, Rikipic, all of them. Now we're talking about players like Memphis, Aubameyang, of course, players who can still be squad players in the current team. Barcelona are hoping that they can sell up to 3 players before the transfer window comes to a close. I very much doubt how things are going to look like if they'll be able to sell the desired targets of players. But so far, it will not be a surprise if they sell Depay and Aubameyang, but selling 3 players. And who can be that player? Frankie de Jong? No. I think that will be so difficult, right? Even though Liverpool have entered the picture for Frankie, but it's going to be so tricky. But let's see actually if they will succeed in that. So guys, so that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.